Most entrepreneurs are approaching AI completely backwards. I'm going to show you today how to build your own personalized super brain capable of helping you literally unlock the highest revenue number you can think of while scaling profitably. Just take a look at this, right? This is probably you. If this is you, you are my dream customer. I have trained the AI on all of the relevant pieces of information that are going on in my industry, all of the key frameworks and methodologies with some strategic thinkers such as Russell Brunson, Iman Gadzhi. The entrepreneurs winning with AI today are not the ones using the most tools. Guys, they are the ones with the right dialed in strategy. My name is Neil, and this is my first YouTube ever, and I want to absolutely over deliver on the highest amount of value possible. I have been helping over 1,000 SaaS founders over the last 5 years with their growth strategies, and I have spotted a major shift in the market. And today I'm going to show you the approach that is creating a massive hidden wealth transfer that most entrepreneurs do not see coming. And I'm going to demonstrate it live using this tool, Poppy AI. Stick around for a surprise technique that I will show you that will absolutely transform how you use AI going forward for the rest of your life. To showcase this, I've never seen this video. Apparently, this girl made $1 million in one day using Russell Brunson's framework methodologies. So at the end of this, we're going to take this video and infuse it with your AI brain and show you how you can make $1 million in one single day. Let me share something very important because there is a simple reason that most entrepreneurs struggle with AI. I call it the tool strategy flip. Now, most entrepreneurs do this. They're buying new tools, trying to figure them out, forcing them into their business, getting disappointed, and then repeating with new tools. But the entrepreneurs getting amazing results are doing the opposite. First, they're designing clear goals. Second, they're designing the system to reach those goals. And third, they're only picking or building AI tools for those systems to help them reach those goals. So today, I'm going to show you the 3-part strategic AI structure that will make this work, even if you know nothing about technology. This is not just a theory. I've used this exact approach to build an entire AI brain coaching app that we're going to talk about in another video. And I've set up a fully automated personal brand with AI, and I'm helping other founders to learn how to do this too. All right, serious question. How many software tools have you bought in the last year hoping that one would be the magic bullet for your business, right? Most entrepreneurs that I know have spent thousands on tools that still sit unused or underutilized. I personally spent $5,000 last year and thousands of hours testing AI tools all last year, exploring every single little corner of content creation and growth with AI. But I realized the problem is not the tools, it's the approach. You see, entrepreneurs start with the tools instead of the strategy. They're asking, oh, what cool AI tool can I use? Instead of, what do I exactly need to achieve? I know this is super simple, but look, I learned this through multiple business ventures, consulting with over 1,000 SaaS companies to grow and scale their go-to-markets, personally launching 2 e-commerce businesses, and then becoming a TikTok shop creator. I've literally done it all. But the breakthrough really came this last year when I flipped my approach and I started thinking in mind with clear goals and designing those systems to reach the goals, and then understanding the market with all the different AI tools that are emerging. I knew exactly how to pick the right tools for the job. And guys, I'm in like 3 different paid AI automation consulting groups. I've been observing these trends closely, and I can tell you the iron has never been hotter to strike than right now. So let me show you exactly how this works. My strategic AI architecture has 4 simple parts. 1, the foundational knowledge. Define who you are, who you serve, what your dream customer looks like. This will feed everything else. Number 2, you have to clearly define what your goals are and how you think AI is going to help you achieve these goals. And number 3, pull out the napkin, start drawing some systems. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have a general idea of where you want to go. And number 4, after AI calibrates all of this, we're going to start to strategize out all of the right parts of the business that you can actually automate and set up with workflow and agentic decision-making abilities. Now, the 2 biggest secrets that I'm going to share throughout this whole strategy mapping is first, that you can actually expand on knowledge-based information into a more detailed analysis and then unpack that to the side to feed into your knowledge base. And number 2 is once you have the desired output, you can actually reverse engineer those prompts by asking the AI what kind of prompts you need to create. This way you can copy and paste these prompts into other parts of your business. All right, so let's jump right into Poppy, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So first thing, we want to grab a chat window here. All right, this AI assistant is basically like ChatGPT. It's like any other chat conversation window that you're used to having, right? I personally love Claude 3.7. It's the best, it's the latest at the time of this video. You can use a couple different models here, but let's stick with 3.7. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly define a couple things around my business, right? Number one, we want to start with the foundational knowledge. Okay. So I work with established entrepreneurs that hate making content online, that want to scale their presence to their industry and be an established figure to drive leads into their funnel on autopilot. They know they can do better on short form media, but don't have either the time or the skills to pick this up. Ultimately, I sell high ticket AI avatar automation as a service to founders that are looking to scale their business. This is a very flexible offering that allows for an immediate ROI right into their business. Typically, these founders are going to be high ticket coaches, consultants, maybe even software founders. All right, now here's the key. I just gave it a good bit of information about what it is, who I want to target, basically my base foundational knowledge, and I'm just going to ask it, hey, can you actually create a 360 detailed analysis of the foundation of my business and my dream customers that I am looking to work with? All right, now let's hit enter, see what this thing comes out with. All right, look at this. So you can resize this board to whatever size you want. Poppy's pretty slick, not gonna lie. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's the key. With Poppy, you can expand this up into a full-scale chat window, just like this. This is pretty good. This is spot on. Guys, if you fit into one of these demographics, like, you're in the right place. This is elite level knowledge that I'm about to drop here on you. All right, this is pretty good, but we need it to be a little bit better, right? Pulling on the heartstrings. So let's try to refine this just a little bit more. I want you to unpack all of my dream customers' top challenges and pain points, as well as their dream outcomes. Also, list out a bunch of limiting beliefs that could be holding them back from moving forward with our services. Categorize these into the top pillars, and then also rank them by what are the top 3 in each pillar. All right, guys, this is pretty fire. You just got to have the right kind of strategic coaching to your AI, right? We start with the foundational knowledge, always number one. That's the most important, okay? Just look at these limiting beliefs. Like, tell me these are not spot on the money. You probably resonate with some of these. Like, this is why we are starting this YouTube channel. This is why we have now started to automate our personal brand, and we're helping other founders to do the same. It is literally like the number one pain point that I hear. Like, people just don't want to pick up the camera, but yet they want an organic flywheel system bringing them leads. We're going to want to unpack this into a knowledge-based format. So it's all about prompting the AI to the goal that you want, right? In this case, we want a knowledge-based item so that you can best read and synthesize all of this data as we have conversation with you. Can you please repackage all of this into the best knowledge-based data item for easy and accurate retrieve up? Ooh, this is looking good. So step 1, we got the AI cranking out our knowledge base. Okay. Step 2 is we're going to drop this over to the side. This is my business, obviously, but if you have your own business, you just do the same exercise and just describe. Remember what I said at the very beginning? I only gave it like 2 or 3 sentences, and I just said expand, expand, go deeper, and then repackage it into a format that we want to put over on the side. So Bobby has this really cool thing where you can actually create text box and just copy and paste this right here. Okay, so now we have the full knowledge base right here. Okay, let me just show you how large this is. For example, right there we go. Beautiful. There is all the information on my business, my dream customer. Now let's take it one layer deeper, okay? So for the next layer, we want you to find some goals that we have in mind, right? We need a clear North Star of what we're building, what we're working on, so that we can put the right systems in place. All right, so let's hop back into full screen here and we'll talk to Poppy. I would like to scale my business from inception up to about $500,000 a month out in Q3. That's about 6 months away. Not exactly sure how we're going to get there, probably with some YouTube marketing, some social media on autopilot, some strategic networking and partnerships perhaps. Can you please outline a clear set of goals for me based on this information? Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is breaking it down exactly. All these numbers are going to be different for your unique business as you're watching this, right? Here's the little bonus though. If you're ever talking with AI, you just have to question it one layer deeper. This is amazing. Can you please put a small analysis under each section around how you would envision me achieving these? And if you had to throw out one Hail Mary idea about how to accelerate the timeline in half, make sure you drop that on each section. Guys, as an entrepreneur, if you're not thinking about both speed need and a leverage. You got to mix the two together. How you do things is one, how you do things in half the time, that's the name of the game. And AI's job is literally to help you ideate all the reasons and all the ways that you can do that. This is something that I would have not known on my first two businesses, but I know very clearly now that the easiest way to your first handful of customers is through a strategic partner, okay? Look at this. It came up with this idea. If I'm an entrepreneur and I'm looking for new ideas, prompting for, Hail Mary accelerators, like, dude, what are you doing? You got to ask that question. I'm not going to read all this out loud, but like you can see just absolutely banger recommendations. Let's go back in here and let's grab all of our strategic goals that we want the AI to be working on. Amazing. Let's take this in. This is going to be our strategic goals here. Copy and paste, make this nice and big, drag this over to the side, and here we go. Okay, so the cool thing about Poppy, if you didn't see me do it already before, is you just connect these little arrows right here, and boom, that is connected to your knowledge base forever. You can have another chat, right, and reference it strategically. It'll know to tap in and look at your growth plan, right? What are your goals? It'll know to look at your business knowledge base. Next, we have to think about the systems design, right? If you have some inspiration in mind around the kind of systems or thought processes you want to use, by all means, help the AI, right? But I'm just going to kind of let it rip and see what it can come up with here. Based on all of my business knowledge, my dream customers, and my goals, what frameworks would you recommend that we map out into an implementation timeline? And what type of systems should we deploy? And then what type of methodologies or KPIs should we be tracking to make sure that we are staying aligned on the framework towards our business goals? It's actually giving us a bunch of different frameworks. I think we probably need to ask it to reevaluate the frameworks and pick the best one for our business if it's not already doing that. AI is really good at aggregating information and coming up with new ideas, and then it's up to you to help gather all those ideas and really sharpen and refine them to make sure that you're having the best ideas from the bunch. And then those are the ones that you expand on and you drill into. This is amazing. Now that you have unpacked all of these different frameworks that we can use, please provide a thorough analysis of which framework we should lean on and build our go-to-market strategy on. And then off of that, please summarize the action plan of how we're going to go about tracking all of this in the best way possible. I mean, this is pretty sick. I've never heard of the traction bullseye framework. Supporting elements from jobs to be done in OKRs. Yeah, I mean, this is good. Like, I've been in corporate America for years. Like, I've heard about a ton of this shit. I never really leaned in to think about how it applied to my unique thinking and my decision-making framework as an entrepreneur, but this is what we have AI for, right? I doubt you have these models memorized, but we can refine our expertise and our knowledge with this kind of brain here, right? We're going to build out the exact frameworks that we need to succeed. If you have a particular video on a topic that you want to go do, right? Like how to run the best event possible, go grab that video, bring it into Poppy, and have it analyzed and synthesized through the lens of your business. It's as simple as that. And then you're going to get the outcome that you're looking for, which is that tactical action plan of how do you achieve your goal based on that new information and based on all of the stuff that you're working on with your business. All right, this looks good. So let's grab this strategic framework and action plan. Again, I'm building this on the fly, guys. I'm not reading this whole thing. This is super interesting to go down the rabbit holes. If you have 2 hours just to go deeper and deeper and refine this, make the best knowledge-based information possible, right? Refine it 2 or 3 or 4 times. This little app that I'm using right here, this is called Voice In. Take a screenshot of that. It's I don't know, $5 for the year. It's a sick little microphone app, connects into Chrome only, and it'll allow you to click, talk, and it's super accurate with the voice dictation. If you need to resize the board, just drag and drop these things around, get them nice and pretty, right? We're going to stack and rack these so that we're good, and we can fit the fourth thing, which is sitting here today in 2025, we need to understand the direction the world is heading with workflow automation, with AI agents, and we wanted to identify some key areas that we can start to lean in and actually build here. So let's go into full screen mode here and let's see how we do. Act as a workflow automation consultant specializing AI agents and system design with operations. I need you to take a look at all of the different frameworks and points along my business that are mapped out strategically, helping me to achieve my goals. And I need you to work backwards and think about what are all the possible friction points and manual steps that would be automated by AI systems and AI agents most effectively in the best manner possible. Understand that I am not a technical developer. I just need you to deploy the plans for me, the areas that I should look at so that I can go out and hire people to come in and set up these automation systems. Please answer with a future visionary mindset of where the world is heading. All right, this is what you're looking for, guys. Like, this is what you need to go do to conquer the world from here going forward, right? This is it. If you're not doing this, you're probably doing something wrong, and competition's just going to come and eat your lunch. I mean, it's already breaking down some core opportunities. Yes, no shocker. Lead acquisition is going to be number one. Literally, the lowest hanging fruit is getting leads in the door. How do you qualify them, quantify them, make sure they're in the right place, looking at the right assets, going down the right funnel, whatever it might be, right? You can do so many different things now with the technology that exists there. If you're doing things manually, guys, you got to lean in, go watch some YouTube videos. Let's zoom out for a second. Rolling out AI agents is not an easy task. I've been diving deep into this the last several months as a non-technical founder. Like, it's pretty complicated. But building with this vision in mind, just remember that all the goals, all the SOPs that you strategically prioritize now, they're not going to go to waste. You are literally going to step into a world where AI agents will execute these things for you. So you don't have to be an expert, but just build with the frameworks in mind, and you'll be setting yourself up for success down the road. I promise you. One more tip here, just as a little cherry on top. I always like to ask sometimes, this looks great, but aren't there some other key areas that you're missing that are important towards my business and my goals? Just by asking the additional question, just like in a normal conversation, ask a layer deeper, right? It's going to give you some other types of things, right? Personality extraction agent. That's interesting. Voice matching agent. Okay. Well, these are kind of things that we do, right? Like, we help the founders clone themselves to replicate their voice, their look, their feel, their brand, to kind of crank out content into the market, to research articles and remix that into their tone. You probably didn't know what AI agents you need to go build. Now you have a list. Like anything though, it comes down to prioritization. So now that we have the workflow automation all kind of figured out, we have a vision of like what potential areas we can automate and invest into building out AI agents and certain frameworks. This will set you up for success. I guarantee it. So let's drop this over here. This is the fourth phase, right? This is how we actually automate things and head into the future. Guys, we have an amazing knowledge base over here to the left, right? 5 years ago, people literally would pay me $50,000 to come up with a full go-to-market plan like this. I can generate this in 10 minutes now. It is insane. So you've been using ChatGPT, like, you clearly now see the power of some strategic thinking to power these LLMs, because the LLMs by themselves, they're kind of stupid. They just say random shit. They hallucinate. That's the word. They hallucinate. When we provide this type of guidance and these structure, they just become so much more intelligent and help you work towards your ultimate goal, which is scaling a business profitably and breaking free. Literally, ultimate freedom, maximum profit. That's the name of the game. AI will help you if you do it right. But I get it, right? Like, there's so much to unpack here. So what should you focus on first? Well, based on my experiences with talking with thousands of founders, I have found that there's three main areas that will create immediate impact, okay? Number one, decision making. You have to systematize how you evaluate opportunities and solve problems. This helps me solve problems literally like 100 times faster than I used to. This is literally a superpower. Number two, you have to build systems that generate and distribute content that's aligned with your business goals and growth. Usually this is going to be through organic mechanisms: LinkedIn, Twitter for text, TikTok, Shorts, Instagram for Reels, and then YouTube as a layer in the middle. If you want me to break down my double flywheel system of how I have a fully automated AI brand over here, my YouTube channel here, I'm going to put a link in this video here where I'm going to break down my whole flywheel system, okay? So let's look at how the strategic AI architecture actually applies to each area. Here is how to take action and implement this approach. First, you have to audit your current tool list. Take a look at all of these different software subscriptions and honestly assess their impact, because the world is shifting from disconnected tools all over the place to integrated workflows where AI agents are going to be stepping in to do these tasks for you. But if you don't have clear plans and your systems are all over the place and your software is a mess, then these agents are not going to be able to do any meaningful work. Remove the tech debt, consolidate what matters, and then lean in to define your goals. So then identify 2 to 3 specific outcomes that you want AI to help you achieve. Be very, very specific with this. And again, you can always refine it more. And number 3, just do some research, do some designing, map out the complete systems that you think you're going to need so that when you start to have this conversation, you'll already kind of know the general direction and you can have the AI actually help evaluate how you want to plan out the systems. As I am telling you, the key shift, it's not about finding the right software tool. It is about identifying the right parts of your business business to automate, then you can either set up these tools for yourself or you can hire an AI automation consultant to help you set up the workflows with AI agent decision-making abilities. This is completely different from any software that keeps you in a box. This is a whole new world that is opening up. And look, if you want a strategy board that I just created, let me know. I'll peel out some of the prompts that I used and pin them in the comments, okay? I've been waiting for this. Okay, this is the special technique that I promised where you can grab any video off the internet and synthesize the framework into your business for whatever goal you want. In this case, we're about to grab this video of how this entrepreneur, who I just learned about on Russell Brunson's training a couple weeks ago, by the way, never heard of this lady in my life. Apparently she crushes it. I don't even know what she sells, to be honest with you, but she made $1 million. I don't feel like watching the whole 20-minute video, but now that I have my brain here, watch what I can do. Step one, we're going to add the YouTube URL, give it just a minute here to unpack all of the data. I think it just does like basic script analysis here. So what we actually have, you want to give it a little bit of prompting. I have some secret sauce with the prompting, but I'm not going to get into that quite yet. We'll just do a basic prompt to unpack this, okay? Now that it's connected, we can talk to the board about the YouTube video. You are my expert YouTube scriptwriter who is specialized in breaking down competitor YouTube videos, unpacking their frameworks, and applying unique concepts to my business. Please transcribe the full video here and then analyze every component, breaking out a full analysis of how this applies to my business and ultimately how we could use these same techniques to achieve $1 million in a single day. Leverage all of the business information, the customer persona information, the architecture, the systems, and the workflow automations that we've designed, and deploy this into a tactical plan that we can walk away with and start executing on immediately. Guys, I am hyped for this. This is it. This is the D sauce. Okay, so let's just watch this thing unpack. So I've gotten really good at speed reading here. $1 million event, day 90. Guys, I could start executing on a plan today, 90 days from now, fill the room, deliver my high ticket offer out into a world of entrepreneurs that are craving not being on camera, but achieving the highest level of organic growth possible. And I could literally take this framework here and go pull $1 million out of thin air, guys. I get it. Like, I have a very interesting, unique business opportunity, but this applies to every industry out there. This is incredible, right? I could take this and deploy it 90 days, have $1 million in my bank account. Now, of course, execution and pulling this off is another thing, but getting the North Star, getting the absolute clarity based on someone that has proven insights and frameworks. Guys, this is what it's all about. Mastering your unique intelligence that's for your business, your goals, how you're going to scale to the moon, change the world, wherever it is, and then just package it through some frameworks. This is amazing. Guys, like, I'm not going to scan through this whole thing and give you the whole plan on how I'm going to go execute and get $1 million in my pocket, but this is it. This is literally the goal of how to do this. All the things that I might not be thinking about. Implementation capacity. I was thinking about this, right? But I could now say, hey, for implementation, can we expand on that? How would I go about tackling so that my deployment can be automated, right? What are the best in class tools and methodologies based on these people, right? Go pull out some product implementation folks, grab their YouTubes, right? Just keep going down the rabbit hole. That is what Poppy is all about, guys. The deeper you go down the rabbit hole, the more money you make. Simple as that. So look, if you're wondering how to integrate this into your business, you have a few different options. You can check the link out to Poppy. I've put it in my description. I would really appreciate if you could use that link because, like I said, it's my first YouTube video. Would love to see some affiliate revenue. Like, that'd be kind of cool. If not, don't worry about it, right? Because I'm hoping that you are an established founder, maybe with the ideas of building out a content team or expanding your organic marketing strategy. Guys, we can help set up a complete AI brain for your business. And if you want to automate your short form media production, guys, we have these systems dialed in to run on autopilot. We have built a whole no-code platform on how to automate your social media. If you want to see that, I'm going to link the video up here somewhere. Just know that these frameworks are really helping founders to automate their personal brands, develop AI systems that deliver like true tangible business results that translate to profit. This isn't about just selling you tools, guys. It's about setting up the strategic systems that will let you organically flywheel your way into profitability and scale for, frankly, the rest of eternity. AI is only getting better. And if you deploy the right systems and the right thinking methodologies into your business today, there's literally no limit to what you can do. So let me just wrap this up, what we've covered today. We've seen how flipping from a tool first to a strategy first approach can actually transform your business with crazy results. We've explored how building a strong foundational knowledge base that feeds into clear business goals, which then drives the systems and workflow automation, will lead you to next level heights. And we've discovered how to extract expert level frameworks and apply these directly directly into your unique business challenges and goals. And that the real power is not in the tools themselves, but it is in the strategic thinking and the architecture that guides them. If you don't remember anything from today, remember that entrepreneurs that are actually winning with AI are not the ones focused on the new shiny tools and what best image generation can be done. They're the ones dialed in, obsessing about the strategy, and this works regardless of your technical background. So if you found this video valuable, go check out our profile, drop a subscribe, because we are going to be making so many more videos for entrepreneurial visionaries looking to unlock the next levels of profit with AI. So thank you for watching my first video. If you've made it to this point, I will see you on the next one.